Hello everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to my channel. At last, after much wait, Amazon has come up with a few models which really I believe are going to change the way we used to look at Amazon when it comes to the whole generative AI. Amazon has been quite active in generative AI for the last couple of years, but really, to be honest, they were unable to make a mark amidst the flurry of all these Llama, Mistral, Anthropic, Gemini, and all of these models, despite of the fact that Amazon or AWS, they are not really new in the game. Their AWS SageMaker service is as old as sliced bread, I would say, but for some reason they were not really there when it comes to releasing and then staying at the frontier of this bleeding edge novel and a new model initiation. But now with the release of these new model family, which is called as Amazon Nova, I believe that they have truly arrived. So what they have done is they have released this Amazon Nova family of models that deliver frontier intelligence and industry leading price performance. And this is the main thing. On few of the benchmarks which I have seen, these models are beating GPT-4o, but the price is way less than GPT-4o. This is a good thing. Now these models are not open source. They are not available on Hugging Face. You cannot just download their checkpoints and run them locally. They are only available at the moment through API. And for API, you would need to use a AWS managed service called as Amazon Bedrock. If you don't know what Amazon Bedrock is, please go to my channel. Just search with Bedrock course. I did a very easy to follow step-by-step course on this AWS service Bedrock, which you can check on my channel. I did it 1 year ago, but still it is as relevant as anything. So make sure that you watch this video, which is Amazon Bedrock complete course, just under 20 minutes, all free. Now, once you have watched it, then you should be able to use these models quite easily. So as I was saying, these models are only available through Amazon Bedrock. So in this video, not only I'm going to introduce you to these models, and there are few of them, and then we will also see how they work hands-on in the console. In the next video, I'm also going to show you how you can use them with the help of API. So let's get started. So first up, these models come in various flavors. If you broadly divide them, they get divided into Amazon Nova understanding models and Amazon Nova creative content generation models. In the understanding models, we have Nova Micro, Nova Lite, and Nova Pro. So Pro, Lite, and Micro are among the fastest and most cost effective in their respective intelligence classes. They also excel in agentic capabilities and UI actuation. With text and vision fine tuning on Amazon Bedrock, you can customize Amazon Nova Pro, Lite, and Micro to deliver the optimal intelligence and cost for your need. If you look at Micro is only text is a text only model that delivers the lowest latency responses at very low cost. Then we have Nova Lite. Nova Lite is a very low cost multimodal model that is lightning fast for processing image, video, and text inputs. And then we have Pro, which is highly capable multimodal model with the best combination of accuracy, speed, and cost. Then we have Nova creative content generation model, which include Canvas and Reel. Now these are the generation ones, and then if I scroll down, these are the Reel ones. The Canvas is state-of-the-art image generation model that creates professional grade images from text and image inputs. Whereas Nova Reel is video generation model that supports the generation of short videos from input text and images. And Amazon Nova Reel provides camera motion controls using natural language inputs. And we have seen this in our other videos how to do that, but I will also show you with an example how to control the camera motion in a short while. So now you know what these models are. Like there are 5 models in the family. So let's test them out in the console in AWS Bedrock. Now, if you don't have AWS account, what you can do, you can just go to aws.com or aws.amazon.com. You can create a free AWS account. It will give you few of the credits, and then you just need to log into the AWS account. I already have my personal account, so let me log in there. I am logged into my AWS account. This is Amazon Bedrock service, and make sure that you are in North Virginia region at the top right. Once you are there, if you scroll down, you will see that these are the model providers at the main page, or you can just simply scroll to the left and then click on model access, because before you use these models, you need the access. So you see where it says Amazon, we have these Nova Real and all these Nova models here. So we need to request the access for them. For that, all you need to do is just go up, click on modify model access, and then you just need to scroll down and then just click on whatever Nova model you need. So I'm just going to select all of these. So these are 5 of them, and then you just need to scroll down and click on save here. There are a lot of models now. So just click on next and then save. And you can see that now the access is granted. It was very quick. So you don't really have to wait for it. Now, one thing that getting an access doesn't cost you anything, only when you do the inference with these models. Now, in order to use them, on the left hand side, just you see there is a playground. We have two playgrounds, one for text and image. So let's try out for the text one, which is primarily the micro one and the others. So let me click on text here. And this is a text chat box sort of thing. First, you need to click on this orange box to select the model. You will be presented with this box. Just click on Amazon, and then you can use any model you like. Maybe we will try with the micro one, and you can see that it's context windowed everything. So I just click here and then click on apply. So there you go. So we have our model here on the left side. You can even direct the model the system prompt that you just want model to act as maybe Shakespeare or Newton, and then model will reply accordingly. Anyway, we will just give it a prompt and see how it goes. Also, you can set some of the parameters to hyperparameters to control the output, but I will just keep them by default, which seems quite creative to me, by the way. So first up, I'm going to ask the model, what is heavier, 1 kg of feathers or 1 kg of feathers? Let's see if model gets confused or give us a correct answer. It says that it's a trick question because both items weigh the same. That is good. Weight is a measure of this. Therefore, regardless of what they are made of, 1 kilogram of feathers will always weigh the same as another. Very nice. So this is quite good. I am quite happy with the response. Now let's try one more confusing one. It's not confusing, but I'm just trying to see if model is aware of cultural nuances. So I'm asking it, a boy gets a decorated envelope from an old woman. He smiles and bows deeply in this cold morning. What's inside the envelope? Now this is a Japanese and Korean culture where it happens at the start of the day. Let's see if the model gets it, or if it, because some model even go NSFW on this one. By the way, these models are trained on 200 plus languages, so they are multilingual, which is amazing. Let's see. There you go. So it's a significant, very fine answer. You can see that it could be a surprise gift, note of encouragement, and then you can talk further. You can ask that which culture could this relate to. So there you go. So it says East Asian, so it is close, so quite close. Very nice. And remember, this is just a micro one. Let me click on this pencil, and then maybe I will go with, so this is just a text model. So let's go with the Lite one and apply. So now we have the Lite one, which is not only text but also the vision. And you can even upload your images from here. So let me click here and select an image from my local system. And once you click on this, you see not only you can select it from your own computer, but also from the S3 bucket. But I'm just going to go with my local computer. And for this, I will just upload an image. Let me do that. So I have uploaded an image and I am asking it which location is this and what year could it be. Now this is a image of Sydney Harbour Bridge. I was hoping it will show us. Let me try to open it in another window. So this is the image I am referring to, and it is quite a recent image, but it is in black and white. So let's see if image gets confused about the age of this due to the black and white stuff. So it says that location is Sydney. Image was likely taken in late 20th century or early, which is quite good. Yeah, it's not that old. Very nice, which is very, very nice. Okay, now let's go with the Nova Pro one, and then for that I'm just going to maybe do a rag. For rag, I will just give it my own information. For example, if now I ask it who is Fahad Mirza, the AI YouTuber, I don't think so the model would know about me. I'm not that famous yet. I am. Okay, he already knows about me, which is quite interesting. Maybe I'll just ask it who is Fahad Mirza. Okay, very nice. So it already knows about me. Okay, let me see if it is available. It is aware of my personal information. Where does Fahad Mirza live? Okay, so model doesn't know about me. So it's because it is just giving me some, because there is an actor from Pakistan who is also with the same name with different spelling. I think now it is getting confused about, it is confusing me about with that actor. So let me now upload a PDF file which contains the data about me, and then let's see if it is able to do that. Let me quickly get that PDF file for you. So this is an example of local rag. So this file just contains information about me. So now let me ask it, where does Fahad Mirza live? There you go. Now it says Fahad Mirza is stated to be based in Sydney, and then lot of other stuff from the file. So according to the detail you provided, Fahad Mirza lives in Sydney. Amazing stuff. Now, just for the fun of it, let's see if model, if I just without any rag, if I ask it again, would it revert back to the old one or this new one? Where does Fahad Mirza live? Okay, so it remembers it. The model is getting trained. I'm not sure if it is getting trained or what, but anyway, maybe you could try it out from your location and see if it what when you ask it where does Fahad Mirza live, does it give you Sydney or something else? So please share it in the comment. Should be a fun test. Anyway, so these are the text model, all text and vision and drag. We already checked. Let's try out a video one. So for that one, let's click on image video on the left hand side, and then let me select a model. Amazon, I'm just going to go with the real one. Let's apply. Okay, so okay, it is going to store it in the S3 bucket, which is fine. Okay, I'll just confirm it. Okay, so the S3 bucket is created, and I'll just close it from here. And you can see that I have just given it a text prompt that imagine a serene futuristic cityscape at sunset and all that stuff. And you can also give a reference image if you like, and then the action is generate video. The video is 6 seconds, and these are the resolution and 24 frame per second. So let me run it. Okay, so it says maybe okay, I think max length is 512, mine is bigger, so I'll just trim it. So now you can see that I have just said that futuristic cityscape at sunset, camera pans over a sleek city skyscraper, flying cars and pedestrian fill the street. So there is a camera motion too. It is saying that it is going to take around 5 minutes. There is a job on the right hand side. I think we can cancel it or something like that if we like. Anyway, so let's wait for it to generate something and we will see how it works. And the model has created the video, and look at the video. Let me play it. How good is that? Real good stuff. Oh my god. I think this is one of the best text to video model I have seen this week. Yeah, week is a long time in AI. So this is quite good. I'll play it again. So if you read the text prompt and then you look at the video, this is simply amazing. It's a sunset, camera movement, very futuristic. uh, you know, look at the shadows here. Sun is setting, it's orange glow. Rest there is a hue and all that stuff. Very masterful generation. In the next example, I have asked it that motorcycle racing on winding mountain road, camera mounted on the bike's handlebars, capturing a first person view of the twisty road, surrounding cliffs and rapid speed. Look at this. Look at the speed. How good is that? Let's play it again. Very nice. Amazing stuff. Beautiful. It's a very good quality, I must say. The Nova Reel, I'm very impressed by it. Now let me just upload an image from my local system and then I will give it as a reference image and then I'll see how it goes. So I have been trying to generate the video from the reference image, but it seems there are a lot of limitations there. Sometimes it is complaining about the dimensions, sometimes about the size, sometimes about the image, sometimes about the background. So I think this is something which needs to be improved. I have tried it out with like 20 images, but it is very cumbersome, so I will just leave. Let's finally try out this canvas one, which is and I will just ask it to generate me an image. So I'm just going to say that an 18-year-old enemy girl with short spiky silver hair, piercing emerald, and then I'll just also maybe I will do the text generation later, but let's try to run this here. Let's wait for it. And there you go, the quality is quite good. For example, if you look at this one, it also shows you all the parameters and configuration, and it also I use the control model, which is a canny edge, to make sure that the edges are fine. And then you can take some actions here. You can generate variations. You can even just hover and then generate variations from here. Look at this one. This is the best one, I believe. Really good stuff. And then you can reduce the number of images from here. Now let me try to generate the text, which is the hallmark over flux model. So I'm saying a girl is holding a signboard with bold text, subscribe to the channel. So let's see, maybe I'll just change the age here to maybe 25. Let's run it, and I'm just generating number of images 1 instead of 3 to save the cost. There you go. So it also does the text quite good, except that channel spellings are wrong, where flux is quite good in this regard. So yep, not but rest of it is quite good, and it has just one spelling mistake. Hopefully it will improve. But all in all, I think I'm quite impressed by all of these 5 models. Let me know what do you think about it. In the next video, I'm also going to show you how you can use it with API. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you are already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.